타임즈 스크랩 해놓은 걸 읽고 빨리 많이 버려야 할 것 같습니다. Biddings, a new effort to fight fake reviews online. Experts doubt the campaign by regulators and the tech companies will succeed. U.S. regulators are focused on pursuing businesses that buy or sell online reviews. Only the writer was not an actual patient, and there had been no procedure. His review was fake, part of an effort to improve the online ratings for Dr. M's biddings using phony positive reviews, according to an analysis by Fake Review Watch, an industry watchdog. Last month, Dr. M agreed to pay a $100,000 penalty to settle with New York's Attorney General on charges of deceiving the public with fake reviews. Small state foreshadow a looming U.S. problem. There were similar shortages across the country in 2021 and 2022 as demand for both goods and workers surged after pandemic lockdowns. The overall labor market has become more balanced as demand has cooled and Americans have returned to the workforce. But economists and demographers say shortages will re-emerge as the population ages. It seems to be happening slowly enough that we are not seeing it as a crisis, said the Vice President for U.S. Programs at the Population Reference Bureau, a nonprofit research organization. Is happening in slow motion. In remote work, some see a mommy track. Flexible arrangement help mothers but could make it harder to advance. The labor force participation rate among women of prime working age is at an all-time high. To level the playing field and get the most out of the workforce, she argued beliefs about what makes a good worker needed to be redefined. It's not just that there's more telework. It's that telework is now deemed as something that is okay. It's not just the helping women, Ms. B said. ExxonMobil plans to produce the lithium in Arkansas, a sign the company is hedging its bets on fossil fuel. The Inflation Reduction Act, signed by President Biden last year, has helped stimulate efforts to produce the lithium, make batteries, and assemble electric cars with a generous tax credit and other incentives. A plan to help Native Americans become a nightmare. Arizona spent $1 billion for addiction treatment, much of it fraudulent. State officials said the fund for Native American treatment amounted to a virtually unguarded pool of money. It was a volume business, and the operators paid residents to recruit friends and family as new patients. Two young Democrats at odds over Israel and the party's future. Rising stars have staked sharply divergent positions in a key political debate. What you are seeing here is really a question of vision for the future of the Democratic Party. They are among the brightest political stars rising from New York. They were born just months apart, 40 years after the founding of Israel. On the other side of the Bronx of the river, Mr. Torres, 35, who is gay and Afro-Latino, has staked out a strikingly different project to the right of many of his peers, offering himself as a counterweight to his party's leftward tilt. This war did not start a month ago. No immigrants aren't poisoning the U.S. Despite what Donald Trump says, they are the lifeblood of the American economy. If you believe that none of this should concern you because you are a U.S. citizen, you should know that on Veterans Day, Trump gave a speech promising to root out the radical left surge that he said, echoing the likes of Hitler and Mussolini, infest America like the vermin, who count as radical left. Well, today's Republicans, not just Trump, have a very expensive definition. After all, they routinely accuse Joe Biden of being a Marxist. Given all this anti-democratic rhetoric, it seems almost crass to point out that the Trumpian war on immigrants would also be an economic disaster, but it would. Crass. Birds won't be named for racist or anybody else. North American ornithologists and amateur birders alike have long wrestled with the historical nature of bird names bestowed by early collectors. Fraudsters keep getting the free pass. The U.S. Justice Department has been losing ground in the fight against financial fraud for years. The U.S. Attorney in Manhattan, the D, earned a victory lap on behalf of his office, and it took it shortly after the conviction, emerging from the courthouse late that night to deliver a warning to every single fraudster out there who thinks that they are untouchable. I promise we'll have enough handcuffs for all of them, he told the reporters. Untouchable. America hugged Israel close. Maybe it shouldn't have. Don't count on Mr. Biden to change. Doctors skeptical about AI in patient care. Physicians find big gaps in research on programs and regulators' diligence. We are going to have some confidence that these tools work. The image went to Greensboro Radiology, a radiology partners practice, where it set up an alert in a stroke triage AI program. Triage. Our constant companion and the recorders of our history. The genes in human lives offer insight into the ways taken by traveling hosts. The researchers found that many lives had belonged to one of two lineages. Remarkably, those lineages split from a female louse that lived perhaps 1,000,000 years ago. Her dreams of a poetic finish go early. Megan is wrapped up the perfect ending by an injury in a final game. It's just been such an honor to be able to share the field with her. So I wish we could have gotten it done today. She's amazing. Washington and Beijing set a low bar for meeting. At summit in California, Biden and Xi will try to diffuse a year of tension. The two leaders might agree to resume military-to-military communication. That's how we clear up misperception and avoid surprise. Mr. S said, misperception. With Israel, America is losing control. President Biden shows he has not learned from past mistakes. The crown takes on Princess Diana's death. Final season spotlight, one of the most emotional periods in British history. The images are joltingly familiar even after all these years. At home, she spread a grim view of the U.S. Chinese leaders meeting with Biden could set tone for rival future dealings. The crown enters its most emotional era yet. This is in the realm of fantasy. A big screen salute to French cuisine. The Taste of Things is the latest movie to savor a national tradition. People who live in glassed houses. The curse of relocated home renovation TV in the heart of darkness. It also, like the Atlanta and the work of Jordan Peele, make the argument that comedy and horror are separate at birth of the twins. They turned the sky green and the yellow. An exhibition shows how two leading Fauve painters liberated color from reality. A heady mix of propaganda and the paranoia. Trump allies planning a far more radical agenda. Should the former president win second term, they want aggressive legal gatekeepers. A president has every right to elect the DOJ to look at items that are his policy priorities and other matters of national importance. A spokesman for Mr. Trump did not respond to repeated requests for comment. Neighborhood of immigrants is conflicted over more arrivals. For generations, Chicago's Brinton Park neighborhood has been made and remade by successive waves of immigrants. He taught the whole world Chandler to speak. Matthew Perry's delivery of his lines on Friends made his voice indelible. Language teachers have credited Friends with helping people everywhere learn English, a claim echoed by global celebrities. An acute writer ponders perplexing the age. 7 times out of 10, she failed to mention the young woman will have green eyes. Chase Taylor shift and see the world. Fans find deals abroad that beat the ticket prices back in the United States. We'll have some wine, have some bread, and have some concert. How to make the ultimate chocolate cake. The frosting is where melted chocolate shines, giving it a high gloss and ultra silky texture. Partners in the global economy split up. US and China are finding it hard to replace each other. Yet in many ways the United States benefited benefit from trade with China. Cheaper goods helped households cope with stagnating income padding corporate coffers. The trouble was that most of the gains flowed to the shareholders of companies making product in China, while padding